So have you ever tried to get serious work done while you're sitting, like, right next to a full server rack?
Oh, absolutely. The heat, the noise. It sounds like you're on an airport runway. It's just impossible to focus.
Exactly. But sometimes the machine has to be in that secure, climate-controlled room. So how do you control it from, say, a quiet office that's 1,000 feet away?
That's the classic problem, isn't it? And today we're looking at one very specific solution to that. It's the NTI ST-C5USBV-1000S.
And it comes with a, let's say, a very specific price tag. We're talking $785.
Yep.
And that, to me, is the first big question. Why would I spend that much on hardware when I can just use remote desktop or something like TeamViewer for free?
Right. And that's the immediate reaction. But you're thinking about software. Software needs an OS to be running.
Okay.
What if your server completely crashes? Or you need to get into the BIOS to change a setting before it even boots up.
Yeah.
Your software is useless then.
Ah, I see. So this NTI unit, it's a KVM extender. Keyboard, video, mouse. It's giving me control at the hardware level.
Precisely. So if you get that blue screen of death, you can actually see it and reboot the machine from your desk, even if it's 3 football fields away.
So you get a local unit at the computer.
And a remote unit at your desk. And the lifeline connecting them is just standard CT5 or CT6 cable.
The same UTP cable that's probably already in the walls of the building.
Yeah.
But 1,000 feet. That seems like a really long way to send a video signal.
It's massive. We're not talking about extending it across the hall. This is for running a workstation across an entire factory floor, or maybe from a secure server vault up to an office.
And the specs claim it supports, what, an ultra-high resolution of 2048 by 1536?
Yeah, which is kind of wild for VGA.
That's what I was thinking. How do you send an analog video signal over 1,000 feet of copper wire without it becoming a fuzzy, ghosting mess?
Well, you're hitting on the core technical problem. It all comes down to something called skew. So inside that CT5 cable, the different pairs of wires are twisted at slightly different rates. It's a design thing. But it means the wire carrying the, say, blue signal might be physically longer than the wire carrying the red signal.
Wait, so the colors literally arrive at the monitor at different times?
In a manner of speaking, yeah. We're talking nanoseconds, but your eyes will definitely see the result. Blurry text, colors bleeding into each other.
So that's what you're paying for with this box.
That's the secret sauce. It has automatic video quality and color skew adjustment built right in. The specs say it can correct for a maximum delay of 62 nanoseconds.
And you can adjust it in 2 nanosecond steps. That is an insane level of precision.
It has to be. It's basically micromanaging the signal to make sure every color lines up perfectly when it hits your screen.
Which explains why it's marketed for industrial use. The whole thing is built like a tank, rugged steel casing, powder coat finish.
Yeah, it's not for your home office. And the USB connection is what they call fully transparent.
Meaning the computer has no idea its keyboard and mouse are 1,000 feet away.
None at all. You can hook up touch screens, interactive smart boards, stuff like that.
I even saw it supports CAT card readers for government IDs.
Which is huge for secure facilities, right?
Yeah.
Keep the computer locked down, but let the user swipe their ID at their desk.
But the bandwidth isn't infinite, is it? I saw a funny note in the manual about printers.
Yes. It recommends you only print about 3 pages at a time if you connect a printer remotely. It's just the physics of pushing all that data down such a long pipe.
Speaking of that pipe, we have to talk about the biggest trap with this device.
The connector. This is where things can go very, very wrong.
It uses an RJ45 jack. To anyone who just glances at it, it looks exactly like an Ethernet port on a computer.
And this is where you can destroy some very expensive equipment. The manual is terrifyingly blunt about it. This is not an Ethernet device.
But the plug fits into a network switch.
It fits, but the language it's speaking is totally different. This thing is pumping high-voltage analog video signals down those wires. A network switch is expecting delicate, low-voltage digital packets.
So if you plug it in,
You will fry the port on your switch.
Yeah.
And probably damage the NTI unit itself. It's like trying to water a houseplant with a fire hose. Just because the nozzle fits doesn't mean it's a good idea.
So the big takeaway is keep this thing far away from your LAN.
Far, far away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to sum it all up, we have a device that costs almost $800. But in return, you get BIOS-level control of a computer from 1,000 feet away over cheap cable with a crystal clear image.
It really just highlights the value of decoupling the user from the machine. We just assume they have to be in the same room. This proves they don't. You can get silence and security.
And the actual computer becomes totally invisible to the person using it.
It does. Which leaves me with a final thought for you to consider. The next time you're using a kiosk at an airport or a medical terminal in a hospital, just take a second to look. Is the actual computer really inside that little plastic box? Or is the brain of that machine humming away in a server room 1,000 feet beneath your feet, connected by a single disguised wire?